See when I turn it on. I want you to turn that on.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Thank you. Good evening and welcome to the Gary Common Council meeting for tonight, July 15th, 2025. As is our custom, we will start with prayer led by Councilman Darren Washington.
Thank you, Madam President. Let us pray. Dear Lord Heavenly Father, allow the words of our mouths this evening, the meditations of our heart, Lord, let them be acceptable in your sight for the growth and development of the greatest city in this United States of America, that is Gary, Indiana. In the name of our Lord and Savior, we pray. Amen.
Amen. Please stand for our pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, we'll have our roll call. Madam Clerk?
Councilwoman Brown.
Present.
Councilwoman Caldwell.
Present.
Councilman Halliburton.
Present.
Councilwoman Ivy.
Present.
Councilman Tolliver. Councilman Washington.
Present.
Councilman Winsington. Councilman Williams.
Here.
And President Lee.
Present.
Madam President, there are 8 present, 0, 1 absent.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. With 8 present and 1 absent, the Gary Common Council has a quorum to do business in the city of Gary. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of our previous meeting.
Second.
It's been moved. It's been moved and second. Any discussion? Seeing none, at this time, roll call, Madam Clerk.
Councilwoman Brown.
Yes.
Councilwoman Caldwell.
Yes.
Councilman Halliburton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Ivy.
Yes.
Councilman Washington.
Yes.
Councilman Winsington.
Yes.
Councilman Williams.
Yes.
And President Latham.
Yes.
Madam President, vote is 8 to 0.
With a vote of 8 to 0, our minutes from our previous meeting have been approved in our so order. Assignment of council pending ordinances and resolutions.
Madam President,
Councilman
I'd
Washington.
like to make a motion to amend tonight's agenda for withdrawal of council pending ordinance 2025-40.
Yeah, I don't think we need to
Well, we
amend the
don't have to.
agenda, just make.
to withdraw.
Okay, a motion to withdraw CPO 2025-40.
Second.
It's been moved and second that we withdraw CPO 2025-40. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call, Madam Clerk.
Councilwoman Brown.
Yes.
Councilwoman Caldwell.
Yes.
Councilman Halliburton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Ivy.
Yes.
Councilman Washington.
Yes.
Councilman Winsington.
Yes.
Councilman Williams.
Yes.
President Latham.
Yes.
Madam President, the vote is 8 to 0.
With a vote of 8 to 0, CPO 2025-40 has been withdrawn.
CPO 2025-41, an ordinance reviewing a special use permit for property located at 1040 North Union Street to be used as a short-term rental property by petitioners Jason and Tanya Platt, sponsored by the Gary Zoning Department. Petitioner Jason and Tanya Platt, 1040 North Union Street, Gary County.
Planning and Development.
CPO 2025-42, an ordinance for rezoning property located at 5339 West 15th Avenue, Gary, Indiana, by petitioner Robert L. Lewis, sponsored by the Gary Planning Commission. Petitioner Robert L. Lewis on behalf of Buy and Save Incorporated.
Planning and Development.
CPO 2025-43, an ordinance for rezoning property located at 925 North Shelby, Gary, Indiana, by petitioner Brian Lewick, sponsored by Gary Zoning Department. Petitioner Brian Lewick, 925 Shelby Street, Gary, Indiana.
Planning and Development.
Madam President, ends assignment of pending ordinances and resolutions.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Councilman Washington.
Thank you, Madam President. The Planning and Development Committee has before the following ordinances for its review. Council pending ordinance 2025-41, 2025-42, and 2025-43. For the record, I approve these ordinances for reporting out to the council. Councilwoman Latham,
Yes.
Councilman Wessington.
Yes.
For the record, the majority of the Planning and Development Committee has approved the following ordinances.
Thank you, Councilman Washington. Councilman Washington?
Thank you, Madam President. The Planning and Development Committee reports out to the council pending ordinance 2025-41, 2025-42, and 2025-43.
Thank you. At this time, we'll have special and select. Any council members? Councilwoman Barnes Caldwell.
Good evening. I have several announcements for special and select. The first one is the Katie Hall Educational Foundation Incorporated presents the Lincoln Floral Remembrance Ceremony. This will be Saturday, July the 19th, 2025 at 1 p.m. in the afternoon at the Lincoln Tomb State Historic Site, Springfield, Illinois. For more information, you can reach out to Katie Hall Foundation at AOL.com. St. John Baptist Church Healthcare Ministry with the MLK Memorial Baptist Convention Healthcare Department presents a community health fair Wednesday, tomorrow, July the 16th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at St. John Baptist Church, 2457 Massachusetts. Reverend Dwight Gardner, Convention State President. There will be several vendors there doing health screenings and other participants. We look forward to seeing you. Please join the 5th District Community Forum Thursday, July the 17th at 5:30 at Roosevelt Park Pavilion, 2145 Harrison Street. Our discussion topic will be apprenticeship training programs, so all are welcome to attend. We are hiring. Join our team. Gary Community School Corporation, 219-985-3046, www.garyschools.org. We're looking for everyone, open positions, teachers, classroom facilitators, special education teachers, physics teachers, secondary content teachers, and various support staff. Please join our team. Madam President,
Councilwoman Barnes Caldwell.
I would like to present boards and commissions. We have some vacancies to fill. So at this time, I would like to appoint to the Economic Development Commission, Thomas Olson. Give a second. That's a motion. I'm making a motion to.
Second.
Thank you.
It's been moved in second. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call, Madam Clerk.
Councilwoman Brown. Councilwoman Caldwell.
Yes.
Councilman Halliburton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Ivy.
Yes.
Councilman Washington.
Yes.
Councilman Wessington.
Yes.
Councilman Williams.
Yes.
And President Latham.
Yes.
Madam President, the vote is 8-0.
With the vote of 8-0, Tom Olson has been appointed to Economic Development
Yes.
Corporation.
Madam President, I would like to make a motion to appoint Raymond Davis for the Police Commission as a Republican.
Second.
It's been moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Councilwoman Brown.
Yes.
Councilwoman Caldwell.
Yes.
Councilman Halliburton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Ivy.
Yes.
Councilman Washington.
Yes.
Councilman Wessington.
Yes.
Councilman Williams.
Yes.
And President Latham.
Yes.
Madam President, the vote is 8-0.
With a vote of 8-0, Raymond Davis has been appointed as our Republican appointee to the Gary Police Commission.
Madam President,
Councilwoman Barnes Caldwell.
I would like to make a motion to appoint Angela Locker to the school board.
It's been moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Councilwoman Brown.
Yes.
Councilwoman Caldwell.
Yes.
Councilman Halliburton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Ivy.
Yes.
Councilman Washington.
Yes.
Councilman Whittington.
Yes.
Councilman Williams.
Yes.
And President Latham.
Yes.
Madam President, the vote is 8-0.
With the vote of 8-0, Angela Lockett has been appointed to the Advisory Board of the Gary Community School Corporation and will serve as our council's appointee.
Madam President,
Councilwoman Barnes Caldwell.
I have a recommendation. I'm making an appointment to recommend Preston Ruby to the Transportation Board as a Republican.
Second.
It's been moved and second. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call, Madam Clerk.
Councilwoman Brown.
No.
Councilwoman Caldwell.
Yes.
Councilman Halliburton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Ivy.
Yes.
Councilman Washington.
Yes.
Councilman Whittington. Councilman Williams.
Yes.
And President Latham.
Yes.
Madam President, the vote is 6 yes, 2 no.
With a vote of 6 yes, 2 no, Preston Ruby has been appointed as our Republican appointee to the Gary Public Transportation Corporation Board.
Madam President,
Councilwoman Barnes Caldwell.
I would like to make a motion to appoint Bruce McKenzie as our Democrat to the Transportation Board.
It's been moved in second. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call, Madam Clerk.
Councilwoman Brown.
Yes.
Councilwoman Caldwell.
Yes.
Councilman Halliburton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Ivy.
Yes.
Councilman Washington.
Yes.
Councilman Whittington.
Yes.
Councilman Williams.
Yes.
And President Latham.
Yes.
Madam President, the vote is 8-0.
With a vote of 8-0, Bruce McKenzie will become our Democrat appointee to the Gary Public Transportation Corporation.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Barnes Caldwell. Thank you to all of those who serve on our boards and commissions, and to all of those who will be serving on our boards and commissions. You're the lifeblood of this community. We appreciate you volunteering your time and your talent in service to the city. Any other members for special and select?
Madam President,
Councilman Williams.
thank you. Just like to make 2 announcements. One is that the Blind Social Center will do their annual walk. This is a blind walk. It's Saturday, July 26th. So they're asking all participants to be blindfolded and take the challenge of understanding what it's like to be blind and maneuvering in our community. The event starts at 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And the address, the beginning of the Blind Social Center is where the event will start. That is 5195 Jefferson Street, Gary, Indiana. If you're interested in the event, please contact one or the other number, 219-980-0097. The second number is 880-5921. Both numbers are 219 area codes. The second announcement is dealing with the Farmers Market in the 6th District, hosted by Christ Temple Church. The church is located at 42nd and Broadway. The dates for the event are August 7th, August 28th, and September 18th. The event will start from 4 p.m. to 7 o'clock. And this is a new event that the 6th District is taking on. This is the Farmers Market. Again, the dates are August 7th, August 28th, and September 18th. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Williams. Any other members? Special and select. Councilman Whittington.
Yes, it's a beautiful time to be in the city of Gary. If you haven't noticed all the remarkable things taking place, please tune in. I say this because we have another Wind Down Wednesday tomorrow. People make fun of me because they say I'm pretty young. I didn't know any of the music, but it was a great time. I enjoyed myself. So, I'll just be honest with you, I didn't know what they were singing. But it was a good environment, good ambiance. It's great to be here. DJ Hitman over here did an amazing job, killing it. But thank you. So please come out, everybody. Enjoy the city. It's a great time to be in the city right now. So please tune in. You know, come to the council meetings, but come out with us. Enjoy yourself. And also, I want to give a nod to Councilman Barnes Caldwell. She has a very tough job to do. So if you see us laughing at each other, it's because I know how much effort she put into what she did. So thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Whittington. Councilman Washington.
Thank you, Madam President. For the public, a very important meeting is going to happen on the 24th of July. The Planning Commission will have this meeting regarding the rollout of the city's comprehensive plan draft. And so if you can attend this meeting, it's going to be very important. There are consultants that have been mapping out the entire city regarding planning for development in the community. I know the administration is meeting with council persons regarding our district, which is a great opportunity to give our opinion, but also, Madam President, after that presentation, I want to be able to schedule in August for the consultants, Corey Sharp and administration, to come before the Planning and Development Committee to do a presentation also for us for the comprehensive plan. So people who actually missed the meeting on the 24th will be able sometime in August to be able to look at the plans that the city has for development. So I want to give a shout out to the administration, the mayor, the planning department, zoning, for a great job that they're doing in putting together this comprehensive plan. It's a draft, and I think we're looking at hopefully by sometime in September, we'll actually be able to vote on it. But I think it's a great thing that this strategy has been put in place to actually put the city of Gary on the map and also to be able to strategically plan the city for where development actually should be going forward in the community. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you.
Oh, and the administration will be putting out some public information on specific details for this meeting that's coming up on July 24th.
Thank you, Councilwoman Brown.
I'd like to thank Councilman Washington for, I didn't know about that. I think it's extremely important. It's one of the things that I have heard year after year after year, the city does not have a plan. So we're finally going to have a plan, and I'm very excited about it. And I certainly plan to be there. I think it's very important. Thank you.
Thank you.
Councilwoman Brown and the mayor and the staff have been working. The mayor and the staff have been working diligently for the last several months to put together this plan before the community, and I'm excited to be able to see the results of what the consultants have put together for the city of Gary.
Thank you,
Madam President.
Councilman Halliburton.
On behalf of myself and Councilman at-Large Miles Taliber, I'd just like to thank each and every one who came out to our second district meeting and outstanding dialogue. Also, I'd just like to acknowledge a great true legend that we lost. We had this area of service last week, Mr. Walter Monaghan Brown. For those who do not know him, in 1980, wearing that blue and orange, track star. He still holds the record in that relay team. They still hold that state high school record. So we give honor to that young man and his family, and condolences on behalf of the city of Gary and the county council. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Halliburton. Councilman Tolliver.
Can you hear me now? Okay, all right. I would like to also give condolences to Rodney Evans. He was a student at Lighthouse Charter Schools. He passed away about a couple of weeks ago due to gun violence. It's something that we should definitely take serious in the city. Let our youth know that we love them and that life is very fragile, and it's something that we should value at all times. I share the same sentiments that Councilman Halliburton said about Mr. Monaghan. Mr. Monaghan. I remember growing up, everybody used to talk about that West Side relay. 315. When I mean to tell y'all rolling, I mean rolling. Those four brothers have definitely left a impact in the city. Not only was he very successful in the mile relay, but he was an extraordinary 400 runner. So somebody that is going to be missed. He's definitely a West Side legend, and he's also a member of the Indiana Track and Field Hall of Fame. So it's definitely a badge of honor. And he definitely means a lot to the city. I would like to give a citation, Madam President, if I may.
Thank you, Councilman Tolliver.
Can Albert Evans please come up to the front? Madam President, and to my colleagues, today I'm going to give an official citation to honor and recognize Albert Evans. I call him Etna's own community champion. As the Gary Common Council always deems it a pleasure to recognize outstanding citizens who have distinguished themselves in the Gary community. And Albert Evans, a proud 35-year resident of Gary, Indiana, has dedicated his life to service, leadership, and community upliftment. A former collegiate athlete and NFL free agent, Albert brings the same discipline and drive from the field into every endeavor he takes on. And holding a master's degree in leadership, Albert has spent over a decade mentoring young people as a high school coach, helping shape future leaders both on and off the field. Professionally, he serves as a pharmaceutical district manager where he leads teams with integrity and results-driven focus. He serves as a president of Kiwanis Shorts Charities. Through his role, he has organized free football camps for youth across Lake County and personally delivered hundreds of Thanksgiving meals to families in Gary and East Chicago. And he is a committed mentor. Albert continues to train local athletes pro bono, pouring back into the community that raised him. His efforts extend beyond sports. He has also led school supply drives, clothing giveaways, community days throughout Gary, especially in his beloved Etna neighborhood. Albert Evans stands as a true example of leadership through action, compassion, and unwavering commitment to the people of Gary. So now, therefore, let it be known that I, Miles Tolliver, Councilman at Large, and the members of the Gary Common Council and the entire Gary community are proud to honor and recognize Albert Evans. His many contributions have greatly enriched the lives of others. So again, we wish him Godspeed in all his future endeavors. I want to say something about Albert. Albert means a lot to me. He was one of my dad's former students. I also grew up with Albert. It was amazing to see the things that Albert has done in our community. Whether he's sitting at the abandoned car wash with signs in front of his car as Impala telling people we have to do better in our community. Or if he's doing school drives in the Etna community, or he's putting on a wonderful, safe event in Etna, which he did during the 4th of July, where he spent his own money for fireworks, jumping pads. I mean, it was a beautiful event where everybody felt safe. You could bring your children, and I'm glad to call you my friend. I'm glad that you are somebody the kids can look up to. I never forget when you told the kids that you sold drugs, and all the kids was like, "What?" And you was like, "No, I'm a pharmaceutical rep." And they started to look at things a different way. And it also showed that if you put your mind to something, you can do it. You know, I used to show my students too that it was a guy from Gary that had billboards across Lafayette. Football player. It's a guy that was a free agent for the Miami Dolphins. So greatness comes from all of our communities, and I'm glad that we were able to give this to you. I know the work isn't done, you're gonna keep on working, but I'm glad to fight alongside of you and keep on fighting a good fight. And Gary loves you, and I know my colleagues are proud of you also. So let's give it a
No words.
Wasn't planning on speaking to Miles, just asked me to, but I would just like to say thank you to the community. First off, to my mother, Keisha, wherever she over there. Any idea or event that I come up with, my right hand is my mother to make all those things come to fruition. My lady Kathleen over there, Anytime I'm doing an event, especially at the house, she just looks at me because we having people over again. But I appreciate you guys. I appreciate my family. I appreciate everyone, what you guys are trying to do in the city to bring some life back to it. Like I told Miles, reach out to me with anything I can help with. He's been trying to pull me our way for a while, so maybe not DEFI, but I'll support anything y'all got going on. I just appreciate you guys and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And let the record reflect that Councilman Miles Tolliver is present at our meeting. Thank you so much for that. And thank you, Mr. Evans, for all that you do and everything that you do. Thank you. Any other council members for special and select?
Madam President?
Councilwoman Barnes Caldwell.
May I go back to boards and commissions and announce that those appointments are effective immediately? Thank you, Jim.
Thank you. I do have just a few things on 90 years ago today. My father, Clarence Everett Peterson, was born, the 9th child of Carrie and James Peterson, right here in Gary, Indiana at St. John's Hospital. So I want to wish my father a very happy 90th birthday. I would also like to invite our community to help support our Gary youth who play baseball. The Gary RBI, which stands for Reviving Baseball in Inner Cities, is Major League Baseball's attempt to get more inner city boys and girls playing baseball and softball. And our team has been invited to compete in the Nike RBI tournament in Kansas City, Missouri, July 24th through the 27th. Anyone who's ever had a kid in youth sports understands how expensive it is when your kids win. I'm also reminded how expensive it is when your kids are losing too. So we want to make sure that we're supporting our kids who are winning. Anyone who wishes to donate can go to the Gary RBI social media pages and find their GoFundMe account. Let's help our Gary youth get to the Nike RBI tournament in Kansas City, Missouri. I also have a special presentation tonight. The committee members from Fest in the First, Jesse Renslow is here. I would like for us to congratulate the committee of Fest in the First. They won an award from the American Planning Association Indiana chapter. It's the best grassroots initiative at the American Planning Association, the Indiana chapter. And we have a video.
Can you turn the lights off back there?
Thank you. Can we turn the sound on?
This year's festival showcased the 21st Annual Fest in the First was a vibrant celebration of Gary, Indiana's First District, bringing together residents, businesses, and visitors for a day of joy and long-term impact. This year's festival showcased the resilience and creativity of the community, featuring 25 local vendors, 12 food booths/trucks, 20 nonprofits, 10 artists, and 5 hours of live performances that highlighted Gary's cultural tapestry. A key component of the fest was integrating outreach efforts for 3 planning projects impacting Gary. Roughly 1,500 people attended the event and gave feedback to the Gary Safe Streets Roads for All Safety Action Plan team comprised of Sam Swartz, the Gary Public Transportation Corporation Planning Manager, and the Decay Devils volunteers for their plan to repurpose Union Station. Notably, one of the most diverse communities within Indiana, Miller Beach offers a unique opportunity for planners to engage with the public and have meaningful discussions. Congratulations to Nexus Strategy and Implementation
and the Volunteer Office for Community Accessibility, Resource and Training, with their honorable mention for grassroots effort for the fest in the first impact report.
Thank you, media. Jessica Renslow is here to talk about the award, but also make the announcement for our upcoming Best in the First. Congratulations and welcome.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? Is it on? Okay. Thanks for having us here. Best in the First is celebrating its 22nd year this year, and it celebrates Etna, Glen Ryan, and Miller. Emerson went to the 4th district now, before they were part of it, but they're more than welcome to come. It celebrates all things 1st District related and Gary-wide. We want to welcome any non-for-profits that serve Gary, Indiana, and the greater Northwest Indiana community, especially family-oriented, to come. There's free tables available. We also have a need for vendors, if they're interested. Very affordable vendor fees. And we are looking for volunteers. This is a great volunteer opportunity. You got one day you want to donate some time to, this is it. And I want to introduce you to 2 ladies who are helping organize this year, and I'm passing the torch over to them because when I started helping organize Fest in the First, I was not a mom, and now I've got a 4NATO and a 14-month-old, so I'm a little booked these days. I've got Julia Gibbs from the Miller Beach Arts and Creative District and Gretchen Sipp from VoCART.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, thank you all for having us here. Thank you so much, Lori. Thank you so much for the council for giving us some time to speak about Best in the First. I have been a committee volunteer for quite a while. I was there when the 1st District actually passed it to us. So this was actually something that was done by the 1st District. And they they gathered funds, but it was a way to showcase the beauty in Gary. Now we are working in tandem with the Arts District, as well as other businesses, to make sure that this is a successful event. We do celebrate the arts, we celebrate business, we celebrate health, we celebrate family and fun. We invite the city always to come. Last year we had an amazing turnout. The city supported in a great way. They even provided us with a safe house. And that was such an interactive experience for families and our community members to learn about fire safety. We really appreciate that we have the support of our city as far as backing us up to make sure this is wonderful. One of the things that the American Planning Association really loved was that this was community run. It was community run while it was city sponsored and backed. And so that's what we ask for, is that the city continues to back us up to make sure that we can provide wonderful, fun, family-friendly experiences for everyone. The whole city is always invited. A lot of times we get some flack because it's 1st District, but it's everyone. Before, we've had live artists from all around the city actually doing interactive art and also doing community things such as we've had food trucks, we've had entertainment, all of those things. So we bring them all just to that hub and we celebrate life and community in the first.
Thank you, Ms. Sipp.
I'd love to. Hi, everyone. Thank you. I'd like to introduce myself. I'm the Executive Director of Miller Beach Arts and Creative District, and it's a big responsibility to take on the mantle that Jesse Renslow is stepping away from, but luckily I have Gretchen here to continue the work. We're really excited to be now hosting Fest in the First. We feel like it's an incredibly important festival for our district and the city. We offer a day of free activities for families and individuals to come out and just enjoy community arts and everything that Gretchen has already talked about, and we so appreciate your support. I'd like to point out that I brought flyers today for anyone who would like one. They're at the desk. We are looking to represent any nonprofit that would like to come out and talk about what they do. We have space for you. We have space for youth groups to perform. We have space for vendors and artisans to come out and show their wares. So please reach out to us. We're really excited to have people from Gary represent the things they do best at our festival. So thank you very much.
Thank you. And thank you all for all you do. September 20th, Best in the First 2025. If none of my other colleagues have anything else for special and select, We'll move on to public comment. Oh, we can do it now. We can do it now. Attorney Molina. At this time, before we get to special and select, in accordance with CPR 2024-14, colleagues, the Geary County Council is to receive proposals for the guaranteed savings contracts. And we're seeking proposals for conservation measures for guaranteed savings contracts. The deadline for those to be submitted is today, January 15th, I believe at 4 o'clock. I'm sorry, it's July. It's not January, July 15th. According to the ordinance, it's the council that receives and opens the packages. So Attorney Molina, if you want to talk about that, and then our attorney Williams will open the packages and then we'll surrender them to you for review.
Thank you, President Latham. Good evening, council members. As President Latham stated, CPR 2024-14 was a measure pursuant to which the council authorized the city to begin looking at a guaranteed energy savings contract. That resolution required the Board of Public Works to publish notice as required by law for these type of contracts. The Board of Works did do that, publishing notice on May 30th, 2025 and June 6th, 2025, which in compliance with Indiana statute was more than 30 days before today's meeting. Pursuant to the RFQ notices that went out, today at 4 o'clock was the deadline. We have received some, so I brought to the council what we have received as responses to those RFQs. Pursuant to the RFQ that was put together, the target date is, today is just opening to see who made a response, and then we are targeting August 5th as a time to select, and again, that's just a target date, but to select someone of the applicants, and then pursuant to the RFQ, if an applicant is selected, the goal is to have a contract within 15 days after that negotiated. So with that, I submitted those to the council. They are still sealed and ready for the council to open at today's meeting.
Thank you, Attorney Molina.
Thank you, Attorney Molina. Pursuant to the aforementioned state statute, we will declare the admission of the RFQs as follows. Leopardo received July 15th at 2:15 p.m. I will open simply to assure that this is from Leopardo.
I'm an Eagle Scout, if anybody wants.
I will confirm that this package is from Leopardo. Request for qualifications, again dated July 15, 2025. The second package is for Verigi. I assume I'm pronouncing that right. It indicates that it too was received July 15th at 2:18 p.m. Again, for the purposes of verification, the package is indeed from Verigi, responding to RFQ of the City of Geary Guaranteed Energy Savings Contract. The final one is from Optera Energy Services. It indicates that it was received on July 14th at 11:33 a.m. may, because that's what indicated. Okay, for the record, this is from Optera Energy Services, again responding to the Guaranteed Energy Service contract. We will submit these to the city for further review, but we certify these three responders did respond timely in accordance to the requirements of the RFQ. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Attorney Williams. At this time, we'll have our public comment. We have 7 people signed up to speak, 6 people signed up to speak. Let me remind you that you have 2 minutes to speak tonight. We don't engage in question and answer or back and forth, but you're welcome to leave your comments. There are members of the administration who are here who can answer any questions or give you feedback on your comments if that is something that you so desire. Our parliamentarian, Linda Barnes-Caldwell, will be keeping time. Parliamentarian Councilwoman Linda Barnes-Caldwell will be keeping time. We'll begin with Raymond Davis, followed by Penelope Love, and then Celinda Harris. If you all could approach the podium in that order. Welcome, Mr. Davis.
Good evening, Madam President. Again, I'm Raymond Davis of the 2nd District. First, I wanted to make a couple comments basically. First, I attended the meeting on 6/17, where we acknowledged the code enforcement team of Gary and the 311 Act. We got a lot more, people in service and doing out there with code enforcement. I'm proud to say that I put in a request, and that request was promptly acknowledged and taken care of. And that was something that was a problem for 3 years in my neighborhood, and it was taken care of in 3 weeks. And I'm so grateful that we are moving in the right direction in that area. My second comment is to the council and Councilman Caldwell. Thank you for your appointment to the Gary Police Commission. Again, I plan on serving the citizens because safety is paramount in our city, and I'm grateful to be able to serve on that. And I would also like to thank publicly for the Gary GOP, other appointments of Tom Olson and Preston Ruby as well. So we thank you, and we're looking forward to serving the Gary community and working closely with this council. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. Mrs. Penelope Love.
Good evening, honorable council members. I'm Penelope Love. I'm an 11-year resident of the Etna Manor community, and I am here representing the following: Marcella Amos, Paulette Bannock, Philip Burks, Charles Jones, Sharon Jones, Joey Kick, Drew Smith, Edward Smith, Moore Stokes Jr., David Suter, Robert Walker, Dennis Walton, Joyce Anderson, Anita Ballard, Michael Ballard, Kevin Blackwell, Cherry Campbell, Doretha Camper, Octavia Chase, Calvin Covington, Melvie Davis, Drayton, Phyllis Drayton, Albert Evans Jr., Deborah Gray Bowie, Thomas Green, Homer Holmes, Gloria Hopkins, Arte Ivy, Melvin Jackson, Daryl Johnson, Marsh Johnson, April Lawrence, Sadon Long, Daryl Love, Dean McBrayer, Raymond McCoy, Ruthie McCowan, Thomas Miller Jr., Michael Nieto, Frederick Nolan, Veronica Piney, Jennifer Cease, Betty Sturden, Derek Taylor, Catherine Tillman, Cascara Velasquez, Shayna Walker, James Walton, Karen Wesley, Lynette Williams, Thomas Williams, Denise Winters, Marjorie Woodyard, summer residents of Etna for over 50 years, and I'm representing them as part of a cohort that is actually proposing the demolition of the Etna Elementary School to construct new homes on the premises for retirees. The purpose is to provide luxury, upscale living and low to no maintenance, energy efficient homes in Gary. To make the Etna Manor community a more desirable place to live, improving its appearance by eliminating the biggest blight. To increase revenue into the city while also reducing recurring maintenance fees for the occasional maintenance of the property. The plan: for the city to include in its comprehensive plan the repurposing of this school and the site, along with its green spaces for the construction of these new homes, and to share the funding of this project. For the Lake County Commissioners to demolish the school, having proposed several years ago that such could be done using discretionary funds.
Thank you, Ms. Love.
Thank you.
Ms. Linda Harris, I don't see her anymore. Ms. Dawn Darcino. Welcome, Ms. Darcino. Just a reminder, 2 minutes to speak.
I'm Dawn Darcino, and I want to thank you for talking about the Wednesday wind down, because that's what I want to talk about. It has come to our attention that there will be a parking fee. Now, I'm not here to complain about it, but it's the manner in which you intend to collect it that is a concern. They want us to put an app on our phone and pay with a credit card. I know a lot of seniors enjoy this wind down Wednesday, and some seniors don't have that type of cell phone. They just have a phone you can make phone calls on. So I think if you make it easier on us, we're not complaining. We'll go along with whatever the city wants. But we want to do it, make it easy for us. I'm speaking for just the seniors I talked to at Marquette the other night. So if we could come to City Hall and pay you in cash or a credit card, they'd be very comfortable with that. They might even buy the annual pass. But to pay by the hour at the gate with your cell phone, they don't know how to do that. And they're admitting to it. I'm somewhat computer literate, but a lot of my friends are not. So don't tell seniors to pay with an app on their cell phone, because they don't know what you're talking about. But again, we're very comfortable with that affair. It's attended by a lot of seniors, and I see people out that don't go out. So thank you again for having the affair, and please work with us. Oh, one more quick question. Are you collecting tomorrow? Are you going to be collecting a parking fee tomorrow? I spoke to Mike Suggs about it a little bit at that district meeting. So.
Our Chief of Staff, Ellis Dumas, is here and can answer that question. And
I just wondered if you're collecting tomorrow, because you are collecting. How are you going to collect if these people don't have an app?
We can talk in the back. I don't want to interrupt the council.
I just want to, if you can tell me how you're going to do it.
Thank you so much, Ms. Darcino. Thank you. I'm sorry, Jim Nowacki, followed by Armand Boulware. Just Boulware, no? Okay. And I think Jessica Renslow has also left. So, last but not least,
yes,
Mr.
good
Nowacki.
evening, Madam President, members of the council. My name is Jim Nowacki, and very proud that my oldest daughter has bought a house and is now a proud homeowner in East Chicago, Indiana. And as her proud father, I spent several days every week for the last several months doing dad things around the house. And I wanted to come to the council with my impressions about some of the differences from East Chicago and Gary in the circumstances of having the house being cleaned out, bringing debris out to the alley, having excess garbage, etc., things like that. It required a phone call to Public Works in the city of East Chicago, and within days, the debris was removed from the alley, not just from my property, or not just from my daughter's property, but from properties up and down the alley. And I was surprised to learn that this was not because they were impressed with me, or I had some influence, or anything, it was because that was the way that the city operates. The city provides a basic service to the residents. And the purpose of that basic service is not simply to collect accolades, but it's to keep their city clean and tidy. And if you drive through alleys in East Chicago, you can't help but be impressed that the alleys are clean from one end to the other. Not just one alley, this is not like the best neighborhood in the city, but in every neighborhood in the city. And I made a point to look for that. I could not find debris in an alley in East Chicago.
Thank you, Mr.
Even though I looked for it, I have no trouble in Gary, Indiana. But I think it's something we should aspire to. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Bower.
Yes. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank you all, council. I just wanted to come up and share some positive remarks on the city of Gary. Definitely appreciate the down payment assistance program that the city's been facilitating. As a real estate broker, that's been helping to bridge the gap for a lot of new home buyers in the city of Gary when we're approaching dealing with new construction that is up and coming in Gary, and also dealing with some of the high-end rehabs and renovations in the city of Gary. So definitely appreciate that. I would like to recommend that we endeavor to find some funds that lend themselves not only to down payment assistance on single-family homes, but also multi-unit properties in the city of Gary, which is a up-and-coming market as well. Other than that, thank you all for all your service.
Thank you, Mr. Bowen. I believe that is the last person who was signed up for public comment. And we don't have any council pending ordinances and resolutions on third or final. Any reports, questions of city officials? Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped it. Council pending ordinances and resolutions on second reading.
CPO 2025-41, an ordinance reviewing a special use permit for property located at 1040 North Union Street to be used as a short-term rental property by petitioners Jason and Tanya Platt, sponsored by the Gary Zoning Department. Petitioner Jason and Tanya Platt, 1040 North Union Street, Gary, Indiana. CPO 2025-42, an ordinance for rezoning property located at 5339 West 15th Avenue, Gary, Indiana, by petitioner Robert L. Lewis, sponsored by the Gary Plan Commission. Petitioner Robert L. Lewis on behalf of Buy and Save Incorporated. CPO 2025-43, an ordinance for rezoning property located at 925 North Shelby, Gary, Indiana, by petitioner Brian Lewick, sponsored by the Gary Zoning Department. Petitioner Brian Lewick, 925 Shelby Street, Gary, Indiana.
Councilman Washington?
Thank you. Thank you, Madam President. I move for passage of following council pending ordinances on second reading: CPO 2025-41, CPO 2025-42, and CPO 2025-43, with a planning and development committee hearing scheduled for Tuesday, July 22nd at 5:30 p.m. with a public hearing scheduled for Tuesday, August 5th at 6 o'clock p.m.
Second.
It's been moved and second that CPO 2025-41-42 and -43 pass on second reading with a Planning and Development Committee meeting on July 22nd at 5:30. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Councilwoman Brown? Yes. Councilwoman Caldwell?
Yes.
Councilman Halliburton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Ivy?
Yes.
Councilman Tolliver?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Councilman Winston?
Yes.
Councilman Williams?
Yes.
And President Latham?
Yes.
Madam President, the vote is 9-0.
With a vote of 9-0, CPO 2025-41, 42, and 43 pass on second reading.
Madam President, as pending ordinances and resolutions on second reading.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. And now, at this time, are there any reports or questions of city officials? Welcome, Chief of Staff, Ellis Jonas.
Good evening, Madam President, esteemed council. This is on. Can you guys hear me okay?
Is the button?
It is pressed green.
Get closer.
Now it's red. I'll just hold it. Just wanted to make sure we share with the general public. Our Gary Police Department is hiring. We are encouraging any individual that feels that they are capable to step up to the challenge to please apply with the Gary Police Department. We are doing something different. We are having an open house on July 24th. That will be from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Public Safety Building, 555 Polk. That is to share with individuals who may be interested, or if you're just a citizen and want to know what's inside the Gary Police Department. What do they do? Learn about the SWAT team and the drone flying and our beach patrol and all the different departments that you can be a part of. Again, that's July 24th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at 555 Polk in the city of Gary. August 2nd, we will have our back to school event sponsored by the City of Gary, led by First Lady Crystal Milton. This is in collaboration with our entire city. We are giving, last year we gave away over 1,500 book bags. We gave away brand new shoes donated by Puma. We gave away gift cards from Shoe Carnival. And all of our other partners come along and provide school supplies, physicals, haircuts, hairdos, nails, food, everything. We are encouraging the general public to come out. However, we have to make sure that you understand you have to bring an ID. It is for Indiana residents and Lake County residents, to be more specific. You do not have to be a Gary resident, but because of this, you have to be within the state of Indiana by some of our donors who provide the support. It will be at the Railcat Stadium. You can find more information about that on our website. August 9th and 10th. I know our council shared it several times, but come and enjoy the lovely air show right here in Gary, Indiana. We will have the wonderful Thunderbirds this year, and you can come out and enjoy the air show on August 9th and 10th. And then also our National Night Out will be August 5th. That is a Tuesday night from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Railcat Stadium. And as Councilman Winston said and everybody just indicated, we will have our Wind Down Wednesdays this Wednesday, as in tomorrow. We will have a city winery performer in Fly Bird and the Family Band, as well as DJ Fort Red as our DJ. It's going to be a great time. We do have to make sure we put an emphasis. This is not a BYOB event.
It's not?
It is not a BYOB event. And if you bring your own bottle, you might even get arrested because it's against excise police rules to have your own liquor at the event, because we are licensed to distribute liquor responsibly and safely. So we encourage everybody, we will have a cash bar available for anyone to enjoy. We made sure we increase the types of wine by request of some of the patrons. But again, it is not BYOB. We definitely want to show some grace in that, and we appreciate the grace of the excise police, but we do not want to lose our license because of that. So if you do so, we will have to take proper steps. So again, come out and enjoy a good time though, and we'll be able to address it. I did hear the question about parking, and we will work through that. We do offer a Gary resident parking annual permit. It is half the cost of the annual permit for non-Gary residents. It is $75 for the entire year. And with our parking and improved parking that we've gone to, understand that we are not stopping the season from our lovely guests and residents enjoying the beach. So the parking is for the full year, it's $75 for Gary residents, $150 for non-Gary residents, and that will prevent you from having to do the park mobile. But for the senior citizens, I'll talk to you outside about how we can work through that. And for those that are there that night, our lovely staff at the Parks Department will be standing outside as they did at our last Wind Down Wednesdays to help any senior work through Park Mobile and even assist with that. So they are there. We try to make sure we're accommodating every single resident or visitor of our great city. And the last thing I just want to say is Food Truck Fridays. Food Truck Fridays, the next one will be July 25th. If you did not make the last one, you missed a treat. It was amazing. A great time downtown, trying to make sure we bring all of our citizens to have a vibrant downtown. This coming up Friday, next Friday, the 25th, we're going to have a bit of a surprise. You do not want to miss it. Everybody has talked about this surprise, and they've seen it other places, and so it was a great treat to have this person come in as they donate their time and talents. So you don't want to miss it. We even are throwing in to where you can participate in this surprise at no additional cost to you. So just the City of Gary continue to try to provide safe and great experiences throughout the summer and throughout the entire year for our residents, because our residents deserve it. We appreciate the council for working with us and supporting us and giving all us the great ideas. In regards to these events, this is going to be something that you don't want to forget, and I'll save all the attention for the amazing Jackson Block Party. If you have not seen the flyer, please go check it out on our website. It speaks for itself, and we are looking for an amazing time. Outside of that, I yield the floor back to the council.
Thank you so much, Chief of Staff Dumas. Any questions of our city official? Hearing, seeing none, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
Wait a minute.
Councilman Washington.
Wasn't gonna say anything, but I have to. One thing that I do know is that as councilmen, although all of us represent the Democratic Party, we represent everybody in this entire city, whether you are Democrat or Republican. So I just wanna, for the record, remind the young man that came up here today, and although we love Linda Barnes Caldwell and she's a true advocate, champion, and mother on the council, remember, she wasn't the only one that voted for those appointments. It was council members who voted. So instead of coming up here only thanking our illustrious 5th District councilman, it'd be good for solidarity and working together that you remind yourself to thank all of the councilmen who voted for you to be on those commissions. With that being said, I second your motion for adjournment.
So moved.
You got a point.